There we go. Okay. I think that works out. Delete. There we go. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Let me move this over here very fast. Yeah, there we go. All right, my bad. When I go live, sometimes I have like 6 or 7 different options of which video I want to go live. And for whatever reason, I think I hit the right button, but it went to my base YouTube channel stream, which is a very basic one that is not working well with the way I do my stuff now. So sorry about that, everybody. Kind of a weird place to just go random at, because I was looking at my software, looking for you guys' comments and stuff like that, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But anyway, hope you guys all had a good Monday. It's been a busy day for most of us, I would assume. I've been posting some videos on YouTube about what's my thoughts on things like that. I'll talk a little bit more about that in depth, I would say. Before we go into the technicals, make sure that you guys are signing up for the free Telegram channel. I think it's been much easier for me just to, like, if I'm out and about in the town, do a screenshot, share it there with like a couple paragraphs of information, and I keep on going about my life, and you guys have an idea of what I think about the market at any specific time. I do post a couple of videos and stuff like this on YouTube. I put out a video the other day saying I'm going along Bitcoin, but again, only 600 people saw it, so YouTube's not really pushing my content out. I think I just used to be much more involved as trying to go viral on YouTube, but I think I'm slowly giving up on the idea of just going viral. I think I really just need to focus on streams, short form content, and for longer form videos, it'll be me just kind of talking like this before I go to the charts, and less of the technical analysis. The technical analysis is really just going to be for those who are on the Telegram channel and those people who are members of the channel, because it just doesn't seem to be worth my time anymore, except for maybe the members who actually pay for that type of information. So that's probably where I'm going to go with that next, because it just doesn't seem to get pushed out. Like, even if I told you guys a few days ago, hey, I'm going long starting Sunday, yesterday. I'm going long. I'm going to be buying a little bit tomorrow or the day after and things like that. It just doesn't seem to be getting pushed out. And because of that, I'm kind of just throwing in the towel for it. But again, that's just for like the whole channel as a whole. If you guys want to hear my thoughts, Telegram channel or the membership, but Telegram's free, membership is like $1.99 or something like that. So it's kind of up to you which format you guys like. Some people like just to have screenshots, and some people like to actually have full-on videos. So yeah. But anyway, let's go over here to this display. There we go. All right. So basically, let's talk about Bitcoin here. And hey, Round Earth, hey, Kumar and Etrev, hope you guys are doing well. And hey, Jackson, happy to see you guys here as well. Let's see. Going higher for sure. Yeah, let's zoom out. Let's go for a weekly chart. Then from there, we kind of go up a little bit more and more and more, see what's going on. So one of the premises here, one of the things I talked about a couple days ago was basically there was a few reasons why I was buying. The number one reason is just frankly the Bitcoin ETF news as a whole. It just seems like that's causing Bitcoin to grind up more and more and more. And as you guys look at this small piece of chart here, you guys can clearly see there was a consolidation period. We made a new high in that period, breaking above that previous high, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, we should continue on that momentum and see where we go. Now if I zoom out a little bit more, you guys can see we are still grinding on. We've only had 2 red weeks since this breakout started. It's been going up very, very well. I anticipate maybe next week may be red, but this week looks like we're just booming up higher and higher and higher. On top of all this news, it looks like the Bitcoin spot ETF is due to come out Wednesday, as far as I'm in the loop, what I've heard. And so it seems like we should have at least a couple more days of strong moves coming from Bitcoin. Now, one of the things that we talked about as well, and I'm gonna stick to my guns on this because I just do think it's important for you guys to understand and realize how kind of crazy the market is. What's the best way to say this? Even when we have bearish daily technicals, they seem to only last, or even 4-hour technicals, they only seem to last so much because of the spot Bitcoin ETF and the fact that, this uptrend is so strong that naturally, if you just go against it, you're going to have to wait a little bit of time for those shorts, those longer term short setups to work in your favor. Right now, it doesn't make sense to do any type of longer term shorts, okay? Now, let's go over here to the daily chart, the breakout day. Let me pull up. I'll pull up two accounts here. One's a long-term account when it comes to Fairdesk. This is the one that we've been doing. What is it? 500 bucks a week into it. Basically, my position here is down negative $389, and that's with me buying Bitcoin. Okay, I put so much money into altcoins with 2x leverages that, you know, they're down 55%, 58%. Like, it's like really down to it's like half of that basically is 2x leverage. But, you know, altcoins are definitely not making me happy right now. They're doing fine. I've made some money day trading today. That's been fine. But I just want to remind you guys, altcoins are not where Bitcoin is. And so if you guys are missing the bus or you guys don't feel comfortable buying Bitcoin, altcoins are still kind of there. And I'll be talking about that a little bit more in detail here. Now, Fairdesk one down $389. Now I did a few different things here today, but let me pull up I got two Fairdesk charts over here. Let's go here. There you go. So I did a couple things today. So I told you guys I was buying some yesterday, and what I was doing is just kind of trading it up until it hit a level of resistance. The ones that hit level of resistance, I was going to start selling off, or in some of them to keep for the entire ride, and yada 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 yada. Add more over the next few days and things like that. So basically, the position is up $644 at this point in time. You're going to see that part of it's already realized. I don't know how to show this. Maybe I have to zoom out a little bit. There you go. Realized is $660 because I did sell a portion of it off already. My goal here is actually just to buy this dip right here, which I kind of missed earlier today. I was trying to buy this dip, but basically I was taking my sister to go to the train station. Her train was like a couple hours late, coming up from Portland, Oregon, all the way up to Bellingham. And so basically I took her out to dinner instead of coming right back home and doing all these trades. So right now, basically what I'm looking at as far as some of the technicals here is I'm still going to be waiting to have another buy-in on Bitcoin, because I still have a position open, but I want to double down into it basically. Now let me go back over here and drop this off. On the 1 hour chart, you're seeing a few different things happening with Bitcoin. You're seeing the MACD go bearish, you're seeing the stochastic already bearish, and you're seeing the RSI turn bearish as well. Basically, to kind of have that confirmed and us go a little bit lower, we're waiting for a more bearish change of character. That change of character to me represents us breaking down below this 46,221 level. Now, this may very well happen, and that's traditionally how you would want to enter into this type of trade. For me, really, just anything lower than the price I sold it as, I'm going to be perfectly happy with it. Because when I actually bought that trade, I didn't buy it at the best time. I told you guys I was just going to buy it sometime during Sunday, and I ended up buying that trade at... Oh, actually, you can see it right here on the chart. It's not like I bought it at the crash day or something like that. Let's go over here to a 15-minute chart. 23.53. Okay. So I bought her at 23.53. So okay. I bought it somewhere in here, 23.45. So I bought it right in here, this candle. It went down like as soon as I bought it, and then eventually it tore up here. But by this time, it was popping off. That's like 2:45 in the morning. I'm asleep. Yeah, frankly, I'm asleep. We had a breakout here, and you guys can see that now we're consolidating, yada yada yada. But luckily, I was happy to just kind of buy in. I took a $600 profit. I'll see what I want to do with the rest of it. Right now, Bitcoin is entering into this consolidation phase. To me, a consolidation phase is an opportunity for a lot of altcoins to see if they can hold strong and or break out. The reason I'm kind of splitting those up to up here, I'll discuss in a few minutes. But basically, that 4 hour chart gave you a bullish warning very early in the morning. You guys know how I love this setup right now. I made this with the help of ChatGPT and just kind of a bunch of trial and error. And so far, it is my best performing strategy. And I'm going to start making more videos about this. I think the tutorial videos will be stuff I'll be doing a lot more of as well, since I stopped doing the TA daily videos, unless for members, I guess. But yeah. So on the 4 hour chart, we had a buy signal at midnight Pacific time, 4 a.m. probably, no, excuse me, 3 a.m. Eastern time. The 1 hour chart gave you a short-term buy right here or right here, depending on which level you're looking at. If you guys aren't using the change of character, you guys are buying right here. If you guys are using the change of character, you're buying right here. Personally, the change of character really already happened right there for me, because you see how we broke above this level, but that's the way I view it. Each is going to have their own reasoning behind it, but to me, these change of characters are just meant to give you a little bit more optimism. Excuse me. Okay, so we're looking bearish in the 1 hour. Consolidation should continue, and this consolidation is going to be your loading zone if you want to hop into Bitcoin right now. Your stop loss at this point is pretty much just going to be back down here on 45,500 if you want to jump in. That is a pretty big stop loss, not going to lie. It's about 2.73%. I was kind of hoping for 2,000 here or something, and pardon me guys, I have an eyelash or something in my eye. I'm not entirely sure what. It could just be me cleaning up my house today and be having a little bit of dust in my hand. Or I just gave Loki a hug, so it could be dog hair or something. But I don't want it to irritate my, my eyes too much while I'm talking with you guys. So that's kind of the story with Bitcoin. If you guys are looking to make trades over the next half an hour or a few hours, you guys are going to see that everything just turned bearish. MACD's been bearish for a while. Stochastic's been bearish for the last few hours. Same with the RSI, although you got a little bit more choppiness here with the the Stochastic and the RSI. But right now, everything's gone back to being bearish. Then I see a death cross here. It would symbolize that we might take another lower move here. That lower move is hopefully where I get an opportunity to buy. If you guys don't care over the next few days because you just assume the price is going to go up because of the Bitcoin ETF, then you're just kind of buying and waiting. A 3% stop loss isn't going to really hurt you unless you have a very extreme leverage. The leverage that I used for my trade, it was a $1,000 position with a 20x leverage play, and it ended up making about $1,300 before I sold half of it off, and now I'm pretty much waiting to add another like $1,500 into the position. Now that we actually have the break, and I'm much more excited about buying in there, but my stop loss is going to be a little bit tighter with this one, so I just want to see what happens. Maybe not too tight, maybe just $44,000, but I just want to make sure that I'm not giving up too much profit if it doesn't go my way and we have some bad news tomorrow or stuff like that. Because right now, all you're really seeing is a wick for tomorrow's or for the rest of the day's candle. See this? The wick. We should continue to boom up later on today or going into Wednesday. Either way, it should be a really nice move here. And of course, the MACD, Stochastic, and all that type of stuff has turned bullish after the big day we had during yesterday's day candle, which of course was just an amazing time. Now, a few things here. Bitcoin is making these new highs and stuff like that in this cycle. Ethereum is not. We've already talked about this quite a bit. It is not bullish just yet, but the RSI is kind of neutrally bullish, not oversold, not overbought. Let's zoom in here a little bit. The Stochastic is getting there a little bit more bullish, and you see the MACD isn't there just yet, but it looks pretty close. There is an opportunity for Ethereum to have a really good day. It's not going to look organic. It's going to be a big pump, and if you miss it, you miss it. If you want to buy, and you can. This setup here really isn't my ideal setup for Ethereum, so I'm just not really doing much beyond my my typical strategies, okay? If there's something else I see that's more bullish, I'd rather trade that than Ethereum. You can see right here the MACD on the weekly chart's been bearish, the RSI is about to go bearish, and the MACD overall is actually looking okay. It's just, it kind of spooks me a little bit. I wish it was a cleaner setup, and if it was a cleaner setup, I'd feel much more inclined about buying into Ethereum and letting it ride. But as far as a swing trade is concerned, or even a couple day trades, it's just not there for me right now. Preferably if you guys are going to trade this 1 hour chart, 15-minute chart, combo that up and see where it goes. You can see the buy signal came in right here. It dipped down for about an hour, then all of a sudden, boom, off to the races. That alert came all the way at midnight, though, just like the Bitcoin one. So it is going to be kind of hard unless you guys have some type of alert system on. It just gets annoying, I know, but you guys have to have some way, and not everybody wants to be trading at midnight. Now, let's go over here to a few other things here because I just don't think Ethereum is something that I like to trade right now. We got ADA right now. ADA's daily charts are still pretty nasty and bearish, let's be honest. We've already been flushing down. You guys saw that video a while ago. We've had a pretty nice pump up so far, but basically you're going to have to rely on the Bitcoin spot ETF to salvage some of these. Remember, I just showed you guys some of my losses from that long-term portfolio and why those altcoins are down much more than you would think. And even though Bitcoin's doing well, altcoins necessarily aren't. As Bitcoin tries to consolidate here, I think you'll give a little bit of a leeway for altcoins to get bought and back up. But I don't think Bitcoin's going to really be stagnating for all too long, especially with this Bitcoin spot news that are frankly becoming, like, those should be leaks tomorrow and the day after. Those leaks should cause Bitcoin to pump up and altcoins to pump up and stuff like that. If you go over here to ADA, it's the same damn thing. Like, I don't want to say damn, but same thing where you have those signals, but it's up to you guys to figure out if you guys want to follow them and how long you want to hold them. And this example here, it went up to a couple different order blocks. If you guys had scale out levels, you guys had scale out levels. If not, that's fine. But you're also seeing a lot of altcoins like this one right now, ADA. It's about to turn negative on the hourly. So maybe I want to look at the 4 hour. 4 hours still looking pretty strong. You're just seeing maybe a consolidation zone, and perhaps you might consolidate a little bit more than you can buy up during that consolidation. Kind of the same gist we have here with Bitcoin. I won't go over too many more coins. I just want you guys to have an idea of what's going on. Even Solana's there had the alert at 4 a.m., not midnight this time. 4 a.m. my time, and if you bought, you're looking okay. The 1 hour chart came out bullish at 1 a.m., not midnight, so that's nice to see here. You even have the change of character here if you wanted to go for it. To me, the change of character was actually here after breaking out above all this crap. But still, everybody's going to have their own opportunities here. So pay attention to what you like. My plan right now, as far as maybe what I'm going to be more precisely looking for when it comes to altcoins, is I'm going to be looking for those altcoins that are up against some type of larger moving average or a moving average on the 2 or the 4 hour or the daily charts. That usually leads to some really nice booms. I can just try to go through a few here and just see if we can find them. So a 4 hour chart. This is Solana. You see what happens after you break out above it right there. You can see what happens as we're breaking above the 50 right now. You buy that consolidation right before it breaks out and you're having a good time. Traditionally, if I were to put this on here, and let me just 4 hour chart. Okay, let's get rid of the 20 here and the 200. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. That buy signal came in right here. All right, came in right here. Let me just draw a line here. All right, so it went down, but after a few minutes, it ripped up, and you're playing that volatility, and you're only in it for maybe a couple hours, a few hours. You're not really hoping this thing goes to the moon, although it may. Like right now, there's a top kind of around $108 here at 103 right now. That could be a short-term price target, or you could be hoping that it stops right here at this peak or this peak, and you can see how it kind of builds up. Adding on a basic Fibonacci level on top of those old levels of resistance and support can help you out a lot. Maybe right now, if you're looking for a day trade, you can be looking for it to get back up to 107, or 105, to 108. If you're really looking for the big goal over the next, like if you want to have a price target that maybe lasts until tomorrow sometime, maybe looking for 112. But for me, in and out, make it easy. Don't force myself. And then, just you can go over to your TradingView account and just make sure everything is set to the 4 hour chart. So you can have the 20 set to the 4 hour chart, the 200 set to the 4 hour chart. Let me just do this very fast for all of you guys. Everything set to the 4 hour chart. And then basically what you guys would be doing is going down the list on a 15-minute chart and just doing a rapid fire. Is this working? Is this working? Is this working? And are we up against those moving averages? So let's just do it very fast. Ethereum, no. You can see what happened when it did though. Boom. The buy signal. Oh, the buy signal came in different ones. So you had one right here after the big boost, and then it kept on going higher. Was the 1 hour chart a little bit better here? The 1 hour chart gave you a buy signal here. It was still bullish until the breakout. That was kind of nice. So you might have to tinker around a little bit. Ethereum, but again, Ethereum is not what I like right now. Let me just be frank with that one. Arbitrum had the breakout right here. The buy signal came right after the breakout. You're in and out, nice and easy. Don't worry about holding it for too long. You can, but to me, like I said earlier in the video, it's just the risk isn't there for me to really want to do that, or the profit isn't. You see right there, a breakout. Now we're breaking it above the 50. The buy signal just came right after this breakout right here. I don't know what this is actually, this line is from, so I'm going to take it off just because I haven't talked to you guys about it in a few days. Breakout above the 20. Look at that, boom. those are the things I'm looking for. You see AXS, this looks like a prime target for number 2. It's just turning bullish this 15 minutes, and we're in an order block with a change character. To me, that's a big move that could take us up from 792 all the way up to 810. Not the largest profit, I know, but still, it's a profit if you guys want to practice it. Bitcoin Cash already above, not going to worry about it. BNB, not really close enough to it right now. Oh, this is interesting. So at the buy signal right here, it went up for a little bit. It got smacked up in this resistance all the way back over here. And this thing dropped like a rock. I wonder what happened here. I wonder if it's just some news came out or something. You got bonk, broke out here. The buy signal came here. Oh, the second time it broke above. That's interesting. Oh, the oscillators can help you not make some mistakes. You got Chili's right now. Oh, bearish, even though it's breaking out. That's weird. The last bullish one was way back over here, but it only worked for maybe an hour and a half or so. But yeah, so that's really what I'm looking for. You go to those 15-minute signals. You just got one now. It's breaking out. Look for it to maybe surge back up here to 78 cents or something, or maybe up here towards, 0.081 cents. That's really what I'm looking for, okay? As far as all the other news today, this is just something I want you guys to see. It's not the most important thing, of course, but let's go to chart here. Chart here. And chart here. Oil's having a rough time of it. Just going to shrink a lot of this stuff down, actually. There we go. Yeah, okay. Oil still having a rough time of it. It looks like we may close down below the 200 weekly moving average. Everything's still bearish except for the stochastic, which is trying to slow down just a little bit. Demand is slowing a little bit more in the United States than more than expected. It's just that slowdown that everybody's been talking about. Nothing crazy, but it is a slowdown. And the stock market's kind of peter-pattering right now, and we're hoping that it can continue to go higher. Really, we're just hoping that tech moves higher because tech controls everything. If tech doesn't move higher, then the whole system kind of falls apart here from the stock market point of view, okay? Okie dokie, there we go. And hey, Crypto Rookie, happy to see you. We were up higher for sure. It definitely feels like it right now. These consolidation zones are really what people have been hoping for. Whether people decide to buy it or not, yeah. I wish people would. I guess it all depends, right? Some people want to buy the breakout. Some people want to buy in anticipation of buying the breakout. There's just so many opinions right now. And if you guys go on X or TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or anywhere out there, maybe even Facebook for those people that still use it, you know, there's a lot of opinions and there's a whole bunch of arguments happening right now about all this type of stuff, which is good. I like the debate in cryptocurrency. As long as people are talking about cryptocurrencies and things like that, I think we're fine. NHS, happy to have you from Toronto. NADK, really sorry to hear that this channel hasn't taken off, so I've just been watching quietly, taking an info. Just joined your Telegram. Guess I'll see you there. Hey, no worries, DK. Happy to have you. You'll still see videos every now and again of me doing technical analysis. I'm just not going to be doing it as much. For whatever reason, I think it's more just me not putting out the best content possible the way YouTube would like it to be put out there, because I have looked at a lot of technical analysis channels out there, and what they do, and what I think my best viewed videos do, is they are a tutorial. They're teaching something. So how to use the smart money concepts, Lux Algo indicators, how to use ChatGPT with your trading strategies, you know, that type of stuff. But those day-to-day updates of like, hey, here's some technical analysis for the day, nobody is really watching it as far as I'm concerned. And let me see if I can actually... Let me see very fast. Yeah, here you go. The Bitcoin booms. That one's up at only 200 views. Loading up on altcoins, only 300 views, 600 views. I don't know. I'm coming to the realization that, like, I still like doing YouTube. I'm still going to be streaming. You can still hear all my thoughts every day when I stream, or, you know, sometimes I take days off, of course. But, you know, it's probably just going to be to focus on building my audience around the streaming of it. And what I might actually do, because I think it's more fun, is I might just start streaming twice a day every now and again. It won't be a set time or none of that, but just one time in the morning every now and again. I'll just go live if something special is going on. Today was just a little bit more different because my sister was going back to college, and I wanted to spend the last day with her. We were cleaning up some stuff, playing with Loki, yada yada yada. But you know, it is what it is. You guys can find all the free information on Telegram. If you guys become a member for $1.99, something like that, you guys can watch it there if you guys really want to watch the videos. But it seems that YouTube just doesn't like the technical stuff. And I don't mean the YouTube algorithm is like slowing me down or something. I think it just means that there's not enough people who actually would watch them. And it seems like that people that watch my channel, they're really looking for how to learn how to trade and not the daily ups and downs of using how I like to teach people kind of in that frame of mind. I don't know. It's kind of hard to discuss. But yeah, what do you call it? It's hard for me to articulate. Let's say that. But I think it'll be fine in the long run. I think I just need to focus my time and effort to what I know YouTube will promote, get more bang for my buck for my time, basically. And then the Telegram, nice and easy. I'll give you my thoughts there. It's much faster because I you know, if I'm outside with Loki, I'm looking at charts. I can just screenshot, boom, boom. It's nice and easy. Whereas YouTube, I have to record, I have to edit, I have to trim it all up, I have to add music and stuff like that. Then put it on there, then make a thumbnail for it, and it's a hassle. So what I'm going to do a lot more of is just make a lot more tutorials for YouTube. I'm still working on that course in the background here, subtly. Now my sister's back in college, I can do that a lot more. And then from there, I'm working on this channel, and pretty soon I got my cigar channel I got to focus on. I changed the name from Cigars and Crypto to Cigars Meet Ledger or something like that. So like Cigars and Finance instead of Cigars and Crypto. I actually just went to the cigar shop a few minutes ago to buy some cigars. I have like 70 cigars coming my way over the next few weeks, so that's going to be fun. But I do have one cigar right now. I just cut a few minutes ago. Before I knew I was going to start streaming a little bit earlier. For those of you guys, let me see. I was watching this game right here, and I was hoping that like Washington would make it competitive or something like that, because I was with my sister, so I didn't get to watch the beginning of the game too much because we were her train was like 2 hours late, so I just hung out with her for the next 2 hours. I bought us some dinner, and we just kind of had some hamburgers and fries, right? I was hoping that this game might get interesting, but it was so depressing to watch, I just gave up on it so fast. So on the way back from dropping my sister off at saying goodbye at the train station, I went and grabbed some cigars. I'm probably going to smoke a cigar tonight, but the rest of these cigars, I don't even know. This one's a Fuente Hemingway Classic. This one's an Olivia Melanio. Yeah. Don't want to mispronounce these, but I'm going to figure it out. This one's a My Father Le Bourgeois. This one I'm not actually a fan of, but I want to figure out why I'm not a fan of it, so I'm going to send a picture to a couple of friends so they can explain, because I've been looking for this for a while online. I couldn't find it. Found it somehow in a store. And then I got some Rocky Patel, Maduro, and your typical Fuente here. This is a Fuente Churchill. So I'm excited to try them out. I may actually start popping open this cigar right now, though, since I've already opened it up, but I'll probably start that off in a few minutes. I even have my ST DuPont lighter. Well, maybe you guys can hear this go. The power of jet, although that jet is kind of heavy right now. A problem for another time, though. And hey, Monster, happy to see you back, my man. Whole market, Travi, whole market. Oh, you guys right here. Oh yeah, Bonk is definitely doing well right now. It's up up to 11% right now. And again, you had the buy signal all the way back over here at 2 a.m. It just sucks because who's up at 2 a.m.? At least my time here, right? The 4-hour chart's been bullish for the last during this one right here, so you can buy during the consolidation, hope for a higher move. The next stop for this is kind of around, oh, I hate this number, but like the last 5 digits are going to be 15082. You know, it's breaking out right now. It's just that you probably should have bought this last little move right here. Right there, I guess the break of structure going up, or you could have ridden the trend. That's a 5-minute chart though. 15-minute might have given you better time. Yeah, 15-minute gave you a buy signal right there. So You know, it all kind of depends on what you're looking at. If you're buying on the 15-minute because it's green, then you also see the 4 hours green, the 1 hour is green. It's a pretty good gist. You're going to have a breakout there, the way Bitcoin's been going. But don't let, bonk, I mean, even if you miss this breakout with bonk, there's still tons of opportunity. And what I hate is this. So remember, I keep on telling you guys this. Be careful if you're shorting into this market right now, because we had a change of character here, a sell signal here, a sell here, and a sell here. But what happened? Boom, reversal. And the reason I say that is because the 4 hour is bullish, the 1 hour is bullish, the 1 day is bullish, the weekly is bullish. Everything's bullish except for that one little thing. So just don't try to go against the trend right now. It'll wreck you. It'll just wreck you, and it's a heartbreaking type of thing here. I've lost so much money shorting over the past few months, and it's a pain. Now, luckily I've learned from my mistakes. I readjusted. I didn't fall for the trap that happened a few days ago. If you guys remember when Bitcoin flashed, I was like, guys, don't. I know the data says it's bearish. I know it, but just don't do it. And this is the reason why, because we're having these breakouts all of a sudden. But even right now, Solana seemed to go higher. But I just want to put it in perspective. A lot of these altcoins have much higher to go. They have to go much higher if you want to get back up to those highs we saw a few weeks ago. That's the big thing, okay? Bitcoin may allow it. It may not. It really depends on what the reaction is when we get that spot Bitcoin announcement, because we should have a pretty nice pop when that news comes out. After that news comes out, it's anybody's guess if we actually keep on going or not. Or the news comes out, everybody's like, what a good rally. Let's start selling all of our cryptocurrency for some massive profits. And then we'll buy back in after things calm down after an amazing 2 quarters. Quarter and a half, That's really what I'm vibing with. Like, I expect to see a big move down the couple weeks like after all this is kind of settled out. So I think it'll be a great opportunity for those of you guys who are looking to buy for the long term here. Good news for everybody though, the stock market's still managing to hold. So as long as the stock market's good, you see those buy signals down here, we're in a pretty good spot. And hey, Matt, what's up, Michael? Let's go Bitcoin, man. I never get notifications when you're live anymore. Do you post on Discord when you're going live? My Discord fizzled out, mostly because I didn't really contribute too much from it. I got tired of dealing with all the spam bots, and there's so much spam here. I will post on Telegram when I go live. That'll be something I'll do every time I go live from here on out. Not today, but going forward. I thought I pushed a link on Telegram earlier, but it didn't go through, so I'm hoping it'll just work. But that is something that I'm going to be doing in the future. I think it may even boost the algorithm and some stuff like that. But I think Telegram is going to be the best way for me to do it. I don't know. Like, I have no idea why YouTube doesn't notify as many. It'll notify some people, but not every people. I'm not entirely sure how streams work. I was talking with Tom Crown, and I've looked at his channel, a couple other larger channels out there. And it seems like that what they do is they understand that the algorithm doesn't really push them out all too much as well. So what they've decided is they have a huge infrastructure on the back end. So Tom Crown has his Discord channel, and those types of things. So at the time, Twitter, mass posts out to Twitter, mass posting on Discord, not mass posting, posting on there. And it drives up a whole bunch of people at the beginning. And that usually seems to work. So I'll be doing it on Telegram in the future, that's for sure. And I think that'll work out pretty well. But yeah, if you guys sign up for notifications, I wish YouTube would just give them to you. For whatever reason, it doesn't. And I'm happy some of you guys could find your way in here tonight, because I know it's just a freaking hassle. Speaking of hassles, talking about YouTube just stressed me out. So how about we light up a cigar? I rarely ever light up cigars for this channel, and I will not do it again for quite a few months. This did come with its own cedarwood here. I don't really like the cedarwood that comes with Fuentes cigars. It's just very, very thin. So I usually buy some nicer ones that are just a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker, a little bit nicer in my opinion. Nothing wrong with the Fuente ones. I actually do enjoy these when I have nothing else. But this torch is actually a little bit too strong for this cigar. So what I'm gonna do is actually just light this very fast, and then do a little puff puff. There we go. All right, and you just want to let it rest here for a couple seconds. I'm probably going to be doing more videos about cigars and things like that here, but not on this channel, of course. I just want to smoke it, toast it for a little bit, don't want the flame to get into it too much, but there we go. Oh, not bad. Now, this is a very bougie way of doing it, if you ask me. I prefer just to use the little jet thing here because it's a pretty nice lighter. Or you maybe use a match. But there is something I enjoy about just, you know, slowly lighting a cigar, watching some charting data. It looks like Bitcoin 1 hour that it's turning over a little bit, so I am a little bit more concerned at this point in time. But all is not lost, I would say, on Bitcoin. We're basically just entering a consolidation phase. And that consolidation phase is, it's always the scariest for people, right? That scariness is, I don't know. I think we all need to be a little bit afraid every now and again, especially when we're seeing prices this high. I should have got my... I just got a new cigar holder too, and I just didn't plan on using it, or didn't plan on using it, so it's not out of the box yet. But yeah, all right. Oh, this is good. This is sun-grown tobacco, which I really like. Or it's held in a different way. Everything's grown with the sun. Okay, back over to these charts and whatnot. Let me know if you guys have any questions or whatnot. I'd be happy to answer them. It's gonna be more of a chill night, guys. More of a chill night. And then Kumar Smokes and Streams, there you go. Where do I buy my cigars? Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry, I missed a couple questions. Let me get back to you in a second. Well, they surely promote those shitty scam streams where like run for hours promising double your money or God knows whatnot. Well, yeah. Okay, but see, those streams are extremely exciting. All right. They have some famous person talking sometimes if they're a scam channel. It could just be some random dude just screaming and hollering about Bitcoin. Forget about the technicals and stuff like that, or just like making a consistent profit, which is my goal is, you know, making a consistent profit in the crypto world is not necessarily a sexy thing, which is why I'm building out that course, teaching you guys what I know, trying to teach you guys this setup that I have right now, which is fairly new for me, relative to how long I've been trading, but it seems to be working with the help of ChatGPT. I've been able to fine tune a bunch of settings that I just couldn't do enough trial and error before, and I'm like, oh, this is working out really well. So, YouTube rewards streams based off of how long people watch them. And I'll be honest, I'm not a rah-rah guy. That's kind of been my brand for a long time. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I'm going to make a video here pretty soon talking about how crypto streamers make money. I think it'll kind of illuminate why they're like the way they are, basically. Why they are like that. But basically, my money doesn't come from YouTube. I'm pretty transparent when I tell you guys. This channel, out of the last 28 days, has made a whopping $933.21. All right? Now, I'll be frank. That is not enough to sustain my lifestyle, of which I spend through a lot of money. I make my money through trading, so I haven't had that need specifically to go all wow and pizzazzy yet. And, you know, and I have sponsors and stuff. Those are nice. They don't pay me a lot as much as you guys might think, but I'll break down all that stuff in a video. I think it'd be kind of nice just to kind of see. But yeah, it is what it is. YouTube wants lots of people watching for a lot of time. But what happens is those bots, like you guys may only have a half an hour to watch me, 10 minutes to watch me, an hour to watch me. I mean, who knows, right? But we all got different lives, and I'm never the type of guy that says, hey, don't do what you need to do. Come watch me. It just doesn't make any sense, right? So let me take a puff. Wow, this is such a great cigar. I love it. I had that other one a few days ago, if you guys remember, and I just couldn't even finish it. It was just such a disgusting cigar. It was a cheaper one for sure, but this one's a Fuente. I love my Fuentes. But basically, so you guys can only be able to watch me, I think. Watch, I can do it. Right now, you guys are watching me for an average of about 7 minutes and 9 seconds right now. I'm able to get about 7 minutes out of you guys' day, and that's, you know, on a busy Monday night where it's late night for the East Coast, so they're just kind of peeking in to see my thoughts, and then they're like, you know, they're out. Perfectly fine. Some of you guys are more in it for a discussion or something like that. Awesome. I'm here to talk with you guys. I'd love to talk with you guys. I love to talk. But then, you know, a bot a bot can watch a scam stream indefinitely. It's just the way it is. And so YouTube will promote that because they know how the algorithm works, and that's what ends up happening, right? Like I said, it is what it is, but you know, I'm just gonna kind of go around it and just start using Telegram for the technical analysis stuff. I'll let you guys know when I have a video live. Maybe I'll do weekly technical analysis videos that kind of go through the grandness of what we're looking for the entire week. I'll make a video and then I'll promote it also on the Telegram here, but I don't want to I don't want to just smash you guys with a whole bunch of stuff in the Telegram channel saying, hey, watch this video, watch this video. Okay, that's just not what I'm about. Maybe with a tutorial every now and again. I wonder if I should torch this a little bit. I think I might have missed a spot due to my own malpractice. Gotta hide it. Gotta do it so far away. There you go. Oh yeah, much better. That was my bad. I just didn't hold the match the right way. Or the cedar wood. Alright, where do I buy my cigars? Typically I buy them in a few different places here. There is a place about 30 minutes south of my house called Cigar Daddy's. That's usually where I'll go to get cigars. It's a pretty nice place. It's like a small business type of place, so it's not like a chain store or anything like that. Cigar Daddy's. Where I'm going to start getting my cigars here, I'm going to start checking it out later on this week. It's going to be this place called Rain City Cigar. Sorry, I was dragging too many tabs. So this one right here, Seattle's Destination Cigar Store. It's the only authorized seller of the exclusive series and TAA member in the state of Washington. So they got some exclusive cigars I want to try out, and so I'm just gonna go there a little bit. But usually it's Cigar Daddy's. For these, I gotta drive all the way up to Seattle, which can be a hassle, but it's fine. If I'm ever in a pinch, I need to buy a cigar really, really fast. You'll find out that there's a lot of cigars at those like big wine box stores. They'll have a whole humidor section. I think that's an easy way to go get a cigar. They have a lot of different cigars out there. The price points are fairly reasonable, nothing crazy. I think if you're just like, you're not like a cigar enthusiast, or you guys just looking for a cigar, it's usually a fine place to get a cigar. If you want to go to a place and then actually have a conversation with the guy selling you a cigar, I would tend to go to more of a boutique-y style one, just because those guys really just have a good time explaining everything to you. They'll help you discover your palate. They'll help you buy like 4 or 5 cigars that you can try, and then you can say, hey, I really like this cigar right here. What else do you think I might like? And then from there, you can kind of go down your own path as far as just being a cigar smoker. And I'll have conversations like this on the other channel, Cigars Meet Ledger, in the future, where all I'm doing is streaming with some charting and some data, going over some stuff, and you know, we're just having a conversation about this type of stuff. But yeah, there are lots of places. Usually, you just you just find the best place for you. Some people don't like to go into the boutique spots. Some people do. It's really just a personal preference. I like to talk and have a conversation, so typically I'll go into those boutique places. There's not really many lounges next to where I live, so I tend to go to places that try to have lounges. Like there's one place in the Cigar Daddy's has a lounge. There's one at the a casino area north of my house. I haven't been there yet, but I want to try it. There's not really many options for me. Well, you guys know when I go to Vegas, I smoke a lot of cigars and I have fun. I remember I told you guys the story a few days ago where I got back from Vegas and I was telling you guys about I was at the top of Circa. I had won a few $100 and I was taking a break before I went and won a lot more money. Funny enough, because I normally I lose money in Vegas. And I was smoking a cigar and this random couple got married right in front of me. It was a lovely little ceremony, but it was like 2 people getting married, 1 person doing the vows, and then a couple camera guys. And I don't know what the heck was happening, but I sat there and I listened and I was like, oh, this is so nice. You know, it's a wedding. I know it had beautiful views of the Las Vegas Strip. He was some former Major League Baseball player, but I don't know baseball players that aren't Mariners, so it's just my bad thing there. But, you know, it's nice. I enjoy smoking cigars and stuff like that. Sorry about them Huskies, but Michigan were really bullies, for real bullies this season. Oh, yeah. Once I saw the line of scrimmage and how it was controlled, I just... There's no way you come back from that. They tried, but then they made mistakes, dropped balls, stuff like that now. And hey, Jonathan, giveaways. I thought about doing giveaways for the longest time, but basically, like every time I'm on here, I give you guys some great bangers of trades, right? I told you guys Sunday, hey, I'm putting out a video. I'm gonna be buying up some Bitcoin today, and I'm gonna be selling it if it hits some of these price targets. And then what do you know? I buy it. Bitcoin goes up. I share the profit with you. Like I share that I made some profit with you guys. I'm like, woohoo! And then I'm happy. That's about as much of a giveaway I think I'm going to do. I mean, maybe when I hit 100,000 subscribers, maybe sometime this year, that could be kind of fun. Maybe I'll do like a $100 giveaway, $100 with a Bitcoin, $100 with some random cryptocurrency. I don't know. I'd rather do Bitcoin because I feel like Bitcoin's like it'll have more staying power compared to like maybe an altcoin here or there. But you guys get what I'm talking about. What do I think about Solana? It's fine. It's had a really nice move up, and the technicals don't really look that great. You're really just buying because of what Bitcoin's doing, not what the technicals are telling you to do on Solana. So it's more of a dollar cost averaging scenario right now rather than just buying and hoping it goes straight up. What are my thoughts on the SPY monthly chart? Everything's still bullish for the most part. Really, it's just the economic data coming out this week. That's really what, next week, that's what you're really focusing on. But everything's still bullish here. Let me just open this up so I can do a little bit more data on it. I mean, you could almost say it's looking as an ugly double top here, but we really haven't topped out yet and had that reversal. Because we're fairly, well, let me just draw this up before I start talking about it. Right? We had the Fibonacci level. We already broke out above it. Technically, we should have some upside left. You know, we might even get up to $500 before shit really starts to hit the fan. We're in a good spot. Now, on the daily charts and the weekly charts, things are starting to teeter a little bit more on the bearish side. But again, the overall monthly trend here, as you can see, is more bullish. Let me go over here to drop this. Now, if you want to adjust it for the log scale and things like that, we're actually at another level of resistance. This one I don't pay attention to all too much because it kind of matches up with the high we saw back over here, so you really don't need to see two levels of resistance, basically. However, that next level happens to be at about $478.97, basically about $479. Let's just call it that. Now, if we do start breaking above this, let me just show you what I'm talking about here on the weekly charts. Weekly chart. Stochastic just turned bearish. RSI still bullish. MACD still bullish with a slowing down of momentum. Overall, you're fine. It's when everything starts getting bearish, like what it did right here, that's when you start getting more concerned. It's teetering right now. It's not bad. It's just teetering. Over here, everything started getting bullish right here. It worked out okay in the long run. You had another buy signal right here. That one worked out in the long run. This is a weekly chart, so you're going to be holding for months, obviously, to get your bang for your buck. But you know, last time we had a bearish signal was all the way back over right here. Yeah, a week before the drop really started. But that wasn't so much technical. It's just, hey, the news is bad. Inflation was skyrocketing. The government, I mean, to this point, still, like this day, still can't stop spending a bunch of money. So, you know, that problem's not going away anytime soon. And on the daily chart, you can see all the bearish moves that happened a few days ago. The sell signals kind of started off right here or right here, depending on which ones you're looking for. It went down for a few days, but what are we talking about? The overall trend is so strong on the upside. It just makes it so hard, even for SPY, for you to really get bearish on it. It's going to take a while, maybe a death cross here on the moving averages on the 50 and the 20 to really get you more bearish. Right now, though, you have some upside. It's just in this ugly consolidation where you're probably going to see it try to break out either next week or the following week. Right now, it doesn't feel like it just wants to go tearing up into the heavens. If you want to see something like that, go over to the NASDAQ. This is a similar pattern here, but definitely more volatile as it's up like, you know, whopping over like 2% today, which is looking pretty good. Remember, we talked about possibly breaking out, going even higher. Bad news came out. I don't know if you guys have been listening about the airplane news. I live in Washington State. Like half the employees here work for Boeing. Boeing is going through some shit. Let's just call it that. And that's also having a small effect on the aerospace economy. They're still going to get the defense contracts and stuff, but it is interesting. Let's just say that all the news going out right now. But yeah, It's not bad at all. It's actually fairly bullish. It's just that, like, how much higher can we go in that rally before we, like, people look at themselves like, we should start selling some profit. I'm basically waiting for one of two things to happen. Like I said before, we're basically waiting to see if we get an uptick in inflation. If we get the uptick, it's over. Just like that, the whole gravy train's over. We'll be going down for a while, and then we'll have to wait for things to stabilize, which takes months, basically, of CPI data to kind of reaffirm the market, and then we'll be fine. But right now, economic data gets a little bit slower, but not terrible. People really want to put their money in stocks. The value of the dollar is not looking as great just because we're printing too much money. Everything against the dollar is getting stronger, which means stocks go higher, crypto goes higher. One of the main reasons I love Bitcoin so much is because I just know once in the future the dollar is just going to go, it's not going to die, it's just going to go, the value's just going to drop because we just haven't figured out a way to not spend money. We're spending way too much money, and as long as that happens, the stock market should go higher. Actually, that money just goes to corporations. Corporations lobby. It's a circle of corruption. How do I trade on decentralized platforms? I've been up for 24 hours trying to figure out how to buy Casper and Miro. I changed VPN, blah, blah, blah. Nothing seems to work. Any ideas? Need help? Hold on. I talk so much my cigar went out. That's a travesty. Alright, time to jet this up from afar, I guess. Make it a little bit easier here. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, good enough. Alright, I can't really advise you to use VPNs because I think YouTube will consider striking my channel if I do. The easiest way to find coins that you're going to want to buy is to usually go over to coinmarketcap.com. You're talking about a specific token right now called Caspa and MYRO. Miro. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go over here. You can see it's at 42%. The market cap is very tiny at 76 million, so it's a very high risk cryptocurrency to hop into. Whew, and excuse me. And so basically what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to markets, and let me zoom in just so you can see it a little bit better. All right, not sure if that made it too much better, but we're zoomed in 200%. You're going to go over here to markets, and basically these are going to be the places that you can buy it. If you have a VPN and they're still asking for some type of physical verification, like a driver's license or a passport or something like that, traditionally your government, your states or country's government isn't going to like you doing that. So you would have to, the legal go around, I would say, that won't get me in trouble, is there are countries out there who sell their passports to people who don't live in the United States or that don't live in other countries out there. You might just have to get one of those legitimate passports, and then you might be able to use them. But honestly, it's kind of just a pain to be able to do that. Most times I've seen people just try to swap them if possible. I don't even know if this thing could be swapped. BSE. I don't know what Jupiter is. I have no idea. BTSC, I don't know what that one is. Ascendex, Bitmax, I don't really know much about that. Orca, what is Orca? Boy, you can see right here, not available in my country or region. And so I wouldn't be able to do it, but you'd have to maybe use a VPN for something like this or whatever you're looking for. But usually VPNs are frowned upon by governments, so I really can't advise it. There could be repercussions if you do it. Some governments care, some governments don't. It's just a weird cycle here. But I would just say be careful of trying to do that. If you think the government is really peeking over your shoulder, usually they're not, but you know. The real giveaway was the friends we made. I like that, Sin. And I crypto, Ricky. What's my favorite place to stay in Vegas? Oh, I like staying at most hotels in Vegas, as long as it's somewhere of a classier hotel. And I don't mean like classy as far as like the rooms need to be 100% elegant. They just have to not be shit like shit. They just not be shit, and I'll be fine. Like I sometimes I go to the Aria Hotel. I really enjoy the Aria. It's upscale, it's classy, it's very nice. Sometimes I go to well, I don't go to MGM anymore because I think MGM is no longer classy as far as the room quality and stuff like that. MGM Signature, which is behind them, it's like a condo building hotel. That one's really nice. Mandalay Bay, which I went to a few weeks ago, that one was very nice. On the Fremont Street, I like Golden Gate a lot. Circa is very nice, but Circa is way more expensive. So typically, what I'll do is I'll go over to Golden Gate. They'll comp my nights very well. Golden Gate has let's see. Here's one. This is my favorite cheap hotel to go to. So Golden Gate right here. Old place. Now, granted, they have base rooms, but I've never stayed at their base rooms because their suites are actually really affordable. So if I go to room right here, book, it should give me actual price calendar, which I really do enjoy. All right, so let's say I wanted to go in February sometime. You know, a Thursday night is $24, a Friday night's $89, a Saturday night's $89. Sometimes it'll go up to $100, sometimes it'll go up to $179, depending on how busy it is. But, you know, $89 plus resort fees, not bad. And let's just say, okay, I want to go for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I want to leave Sunday. Sunday night is only $39, okay? So, one adult room here, view available rooms. One queen bed smoking, one queen bed original, $70 a night, excludes $43 in taxes and fees. So what you're gonna see is probably about $110 a night, right? Much cheaper than what I normally pay. Although I will say the MGM comps a lot of my rooms, my stays, so I don't really pay much when I go there as far as rooms are concerned. I don't gamble too much. So they still make me pay those damn resort fees though. The Golden Gate Suite, this is where I normally like $159 per night. I've never paid the full $159. As soon as you gamble just a little bit, the next time you go, they just start tossing in different stuff. It's really, really nice. Like here. See that room? That's basically it. There's like a shower and a little kitchen area behind where this picture was taken. Oh, right here. See? Little kitchen area, little shower area right there. It's a very nice little spot. It's really chill. It's not too much money. I'd recommend getting a base room, which is perfectly fine, and then just gamble there, and then let them like comp part of it your time next time, you know, or just use the $20 trick. That works quite a bit too. But yeah, Golden Gate's my favorite on Fremont Street. Although Circa is very nice, it's just kind of expensive for what you get, in my opinion. Mandalay Bay is good. Aria is good. Bellagio, I would say, is okay. They need to revamp those rooms a little bit more. If you're looking for pure elegance, go to the Venetian or the Wynn or the Palazzo or the Encore. By far, those four hotels are the best. Wynn and Encore are a combo, and then you got a combo with Venetian and the Palazzo. I've stayed at them all, except for the Venetian, because every time I booked at the Venetian, they've upgraded me to the Palazzo. It's just a great experience. Everything's fine. But you're also dealing with, like, if you want to pull out money out of a debit card or a credit card or something at the casino at the Venetian, I think it's like a $20 withdrawal fee. So get prepared to walk across the street, which is worth it to save yourself like $17 or $10 or whatever it is. There's even a good Davidoff cigar lounge actually across the street from Venetian, which is very nice. There we go. Hey, Mission Possible, you best. Thank you so much. I get cut off at the verification because I'm in the USA. Thanks, man. Yeah, no worries, man. It's just a freaking hassle, and I totally understand it. There's not really much you can do. I live in Washington State, and there's a lot of like I can't use Kraken anymore inside the Washington State. A lot of you guys can. I can't anymore, so I don't even try. I was actually gonna do a full tutorial video on how to use Kraken, but now I can't. So next time I thought maybe next time I'm in Vegas, I'll bring my my laptop out there, make an account out there, give them my passport perhaps. I don't know, some way to verify me and see if that works, but I don't know. Dab it up 420. that goes a long way as well. I mean, but basically, guys, to go back into a technical analysis perspective here, basically what you're seeing at this point is Bitcoin consolidating after a breakout. People are going to have different ideas of when they want to buy into Bitcoin right now for the next big move. If you're just like an average trader, it's okay to buy right now if you guys want to. You guys just have to have a stop loss probably around like $46,000 and maybe $45,000 if you want to give yourself a little more wiggle room. And then if it hits that 45,000, you're out. You're okay. Life sucks sometimes, but you'll get over it. And then you're just waiting for that next rally to come up, hopefully over the next couple of days as we learn more about the spot Bitcoin ETF announcement. Now, that's probably the easiest and most simple way to try to make some money in this current market environment. If you're looking to get something that's a little bit more aggressive, make a little bit more money and things like that, frankly, what you're looking for are altcoins, and we've talked about that a little bit at the beginning of the stream. Those altcoins are basically, altcoins that are giving you buy signals on the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart, primarily the 1 hour chart at this point, and they're right up against a 4 hour moving average, and you're just waiting for that thing to pop, and that pop is really what you're going to be making your money on. You're probably not going to hold on to those for longer than 1 day. However, you'll make a profit if you trade it right, of course, and then you can just walk away with a profit, and then you're just kind of waiting for another setup, or you can just be moving from this altcoin one day, this altcoin the next day, just because the setups are kind of working along. Yesterday, we had a few altcoins looking like they were going to pop. They popped. Now there might be different altcoins. Tomorrow there's going to be different altcoins on top of that. You just have to keep in mind what's going on with the rest of the cryptocurrency market. And that's really the problem here, is that Bitcoin is consolidating. That's going to give an opportunity for a lot of altcoins to break out either later on tonight or tomorrow, or some of them already have. You're really looking for things that haven't popped off yet. Some, of course, have, but the ones that haven't, watch those 20 moving averages on the 4 hour chart. Watch those 50 moving averages and 200 moving averages. If you guys find that they're kind of hitting them and bouncing off and getting rejected, but you see the oscillators are still kind of giving you strength on the 4 hour or the daily, they're like, oh, okay, so it's going to break out eventually. You just don't know when. And you're basically just kind of hoping that it breaks out within that 24-hour period of time. Usually it will happen once the 1 hour start to go into more of a bullish territory. But again, I'm not going to claim that my strategies are going to work 100% of the time. It's just that it's been working fairly well for me personally. Let's see. Altcoin season 2025. It may happen sooner, Monster, but here, let me take a puff of this. There's a chance it could start in 2024 and end in 2025. Right now, we're basically just trying to figure out if the economy is going to be okay in 2024. If the economy stays solid, and I think right now it's okay/solid. I know it's come at the sacrifice of a lot of Americans, their prosperity. I totally understand it. It sucks. But the economy, people are still stupidly spending money right now. It's just the way it is. So you could actually see it happening later on this year. We haven't seen layoffs really kick off yet. Jobless claims are still in a good spot. Job estimates and stuff like that are still in a good spot. Until we really start to see that turnover, there's still a good chance we could have an altcoin season here at the end of 2025. Really, we just want to see Bitcoin start going into all-time highs, really get kicked off here, and we're still in a good setup for that for 2024. Just, dollar cost averaging is a lot easier than trying to time the altcoin season, because there's only been so many altcoin seasons, right? There are only a few so far that we've all really had the opportunity to kind of experience or just talk about. Dollar cost averaging into a lot of altcoins solves a lot of issues. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. I have some 2x leverage plays. I have a lot that have no leverage. I'm just kind of holding and waiting and being patient, yada, yada, yada. That's probably the best way to really focus on them for the long term. But I think because it's such an easy way just to kind of buy and hold, no matter when the altcoin season takes off, I think you'll be happy with it. But I would say there's still an opportunity, a good opportunity, that it could start in 2024. Hopefully the economy just holds up. Maybe the Russia-Ukraine war will end this year. That could be something positive. The Israel, Gaza, Hamas conflict should be finishing up here fairly soon. really the next big crisis that we have to worry about as a nation or like a global economy is America is going to default on her debt one day, and we have no plan for when that happens. It's going to be such a catastrophic thing that all assets against Bitcoin are just going to skyrocket. But at the same time, the value of the dollar, which we'll be spending on everything, is going to be like decimated because we're not going to have trust in the government. And you've already seen that right now. Remember, when Joe Biden got to be the president, we were just kind of finishing off COVID. The country was going through this battle of opening up or closing down. But then we started spending trillion dollar, like after the pandemic was basically over. And then what happened? Inflation soars. That on top of supply chain issues, everybody having a huge demand for going out and having fun. Complete chaos, right? So you add all those three things together, it's not just one or the other. I know politicians will say it's only high spending or it's only opening up or something like that. It's a whole bunch of issues, but basically it's a problem. And that problem is going to be the number one reason why you want to buy altcoins or Bitcoin for the long run. I don't think we're going to be defaulting in 2024 and like that, but it's coming, right? All right. Okay, everybody. Hope you guys all had a good night. I'm going to call it a night right now. I've been streaming for about an hour now. Seems like chat's kind of calmed down a little bit. This is a consolidation period for Bitcoin. Hold on. It should come back here. Should. The technicals say it should. But you're basically not really buying off of the technicals. You're just using the technicals to get the best price. You're basically just waiting for you're basically just waiting for the Bitcoin spot ETF announcement to come out. And the day it comes out, everything booms, everything soars. The majority of your swing trade positions that you guys have been buying over the last few days, if you've been like following me, at least in my personal strategy, the majority of them should be sold Wednesday or the day after, if that's when the announcement comes. If the announcement doesn't come, then you're just waiting for that announcement to come, and that's when you guys are going to be looking to sell stuff, okay? And see a Sin, see a Monster. Yeah, don't wait. Definitely. Dollar cost average, it just saves you a lot of stress. Or, just make sure you scale out once Bitcoin hits all-time highs and you start to see those death crosses. That symbolizes the end of a rally, like all the time. Like each time it happens, watch that move, and it happens every time. I'll be here to remind you guys, as always. I'll take the hate for saying the bull market rally is almost over too when it does. Thanks.